Hi, I'm Karen Watts, President of the City Council, Mount Vernon, New York, a city that believes.
Mount Vernon has a reputation that has haunted it for a long time, and I guess I was surprised when I walked in and saw what a beautiful place it was.
The architecture on 4th Avenue is fantastic. It speaks to something a little bit more grand than what's existing. I wanted to keep my life simple, to be able to live and work in my own community and to service my own community.
2004 saw much economic progress for the city of Mount Vernon. An increase in revenue, a minimum tax hike for property owners, and continued construction are the results of the city's commitment and determination to rebuild for the future. For the 9th straight year, Mount Vernon has seen a surplus. Citizens are happy with the progress being made in our city. As 25,000 people watched in anticipation, Mayor Edwin W. Fisk turned the lights on along Mount Vernon's lighted way for the first time. It was October 9th, 1913. The lighted way has since expanded from its 2-block beginning. Those first lights along South 4th Avenue from 1st to 3rd Streets expanded to include all of 1st Street, 3rd Street, Gramerton Avenue, Mount Vernon Avenue, and other busy thoroughfares. The lighted way has been used by city officials to determine the worth of its business sections.
I've been in Mount Vernon for now close to 15 years in this business, and the changes that you see are dramatic.
Today, Mount Vernon's lighted way stretches to Sanford Boulevard, the most recent addition to the city's growing retail business district. Sanford Boulevard is in the midst of transformation from neighborhood shopping corners to a busy retail strip. The opening of a variety of establishments has brought increased activity to the street, providing jobs for local residents and an increase in revenue the city sees from sales taxes. Business on Sanford Boulevard is profiting the various retail establishments located there, as well as those leading to the burgeoning shopping strip. Over 1,000 jobs have been created through Sanford Boulevard's business expansion or openings.
Seen an explosion of growth with the new Target Center here, and it seems that they're doing a good job with parking, and it's a great addition to the area.
Regardless of how you look at Sanford Boulevard, your opinion has to be that it was a success for both of the communities, and both communities understand that.
Many citizens have joined with Mayor Davis in making the vision of a better Mount Vernon a reality. Community support has helped to usher in some of the changes happening in the city. This partnership with community organizations forged through desire to improve our city has increased involvement in our cultural, social, and economic stability. People are lending a hand and having a say in what's happening in this city. They are actively participating in community events. Citizens are volunteering, taking pride in Mount Vernon and their future here.
I belong to a group called SOMO, the South Mount Vernon Business and Merchants Association. We're responsible for the baskets that you see hanging. Every spring, We get the basket done by a local florist, and the city hangs them for us, and the city waters them during the summer. So these are some of the things that we're doing. Another one is we're working at getting a statue park here with life-size animals. We want the kids to paint the trash cans. We want the maybe the fire hydrants to be painted. We want to show a lot of color on 3rd Street. We want, when people pass through here, we want them to see the brightness of it.
Friends of Hartley Park were instrumental in raising public awareness, interest, and concern about Mount Vernon's premier park. For over 100 years, the park has been the primary social, cultural, and recreational area for city residents. For the last 4 years, improvements have been made to the park interior and exterior. The crowning glory of this renovation will be the completion by mid-July of the modern roundabout.
It's very important to bring the circle back. The circle, for those of us who have lived here more than 30 years, this community was a quaint, homey environment. And then we sort of gave way to the big city structure with streets being somewhat like New York City, parallel and perpendicular everywhere you went. And it took away from the charm to have it that way. I think putting the circle back, or I think they're calling it a roundabout, back into Mount Vernon brings back some of the charm. There's been some concern about speeding and it's going to be inconvenient and how do you get around it and it's not big enough and all these kinds of things that people put forward that are negative. But the reality is, slow down. Enjoy its beauty. Enjoy your travel. Enjoy life. And you can't have that without areas of beauty, things that are just for the purpose of looking beautiful. In our city, we deserve it. And there's no reason why we shouldn't have it.
Much of Mount Vernon was defined, especially in that area, by the circle. In the early 70s, people were not negotiating the circle properly, so they had a lot of accidents. So the administration in place thought the best thing to do for safety was to take the circle out. As I looked at a rendering of Hartley Park with the circle in, and as an architect and planner, I knew that I had to put that circle back. I knew that companion with the things that we're trying to do in Mount Vernon, the development, the image, we must put that circle back. And not only are we going to put it back, but we're going to put it back better than ever. They don't call it circles anymore. They called it roundabouts. If you've been in Europe and you see the magnificence of it, we'll take the statue that's in Hartley Park now and we'll put it back. We will surround it with water, but not only will we put water around it, we will synchronize it to music, pretty much like the Bellagio on a very mini scale, the Bellagio in Las Vegas. And we'll specially light it, so at night, when you come down Gramerton or you come down Columbus Avenue, you will see this statue in the middle, you'll see it lit, you'll see music playing, and we think that this will send a signal that Mount Vernon is back.